29-yard line.
Break. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Let's go. They go.
On first down, Herbert. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. On first and 10, Herbert stepping up. He'll try and run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Herbert complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Ready?
Second and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6 as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 4. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. Going deep here for Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Herbert. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. A big gain that time for the Chargers. 36 yards. Throwing on first down. Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. They're going to look to throw. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Parker, the intended target. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play?
And he's in for a Charger touchdown from 19 yards away, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
He'll look to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. One twist, one twist, one twist. One twist. Let's go. 164.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll set up to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Let's go.
They started on the ground with Eckler. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Off play action. Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st down, Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
2nd and 5. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. from 17 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw now on 2nd and 10. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. He's going to look deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point good by Prater. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, Eckler. And an alley to run. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 49 yards on the ground. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here's the party now. Go, go. Watch the whip. Slam, slam. Check.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's King. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On the right side, open is Gesicki. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll set up a screen for Breida. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Joey Bosa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Running with Howard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this throw caught left side, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9 now. He's got Smith here. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He's He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 4 yards out, as his guys have now moved out in front. Prater for the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready?
Now Eckler trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They run again with Breida. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On the return, it's King. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Matchbox lights.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert got his man. It's Williams. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw. Herbert. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Three red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Let's go one more.
2nd and 3. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. Lynch, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is Parker, complete. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And this is caught. He hits more. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches will approve.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That goes for a gain of 31. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert complete. It's Henry. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 6. He's got it to Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On second down, Lynch, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first. They need, and yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed, and now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll set up to throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
49, guys. Mike. I got one. Check 4.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
This is taken at the 23. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start the drive with Lynch. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Let's go. Mike, 55. Check. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Herbert. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here at overtime. It's Eckler again, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
6-6.
Off play action. Herbert looking for the end zone. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the home team here, there was a game.
Switching these flows, if you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, it's a vessel Salone. They showing me love in my city, gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes, they do not fit me, I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs, I'm not a guard, go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings to the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell, a couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well, not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me, we eat together, leave the bill for me like... Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk inside the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020, yeah. VVS, Clippity, yeah. Determination, laser focus, banging on they door, they taking notice. Determination, laser focus, banging on they door, they taking notice. Yeah.
One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got.